Hey guys, Keyforge here, and I'm bringing you guys the second part of this set review. This is going to be the second part of 4. This set we are going to be looking at Sanctum and Saurian, and I am here once again with Matt.
Hey guys.
Make sure you guys check out his stream. His Twitch is in the link below. It's the Fifth Leaf. The is spelled TH3, then Fifth Leaf. So make sure you guys do check that out. But let's get right into this since it's the last one was an hour and a half. Let's try to beat that, but still be able to give good content. So the first one we have here is Ardent Hero. It is Taunt, so that's already pretty good. Ardent Hero cannot be dealt damage by mutant creatures or creatures with power 5 or higher.
This is insane.
It's really good.
It's taunt and it protects itself.
Yeah. I think the best part about this is if you can buff it to about 6 power, it's going to take at least 2 creatures or they're never going to be able to kill it.
Yep.
Yeah, just a really, really good card, especially for a common. It's going to be one that you're going to want as your main taunter besides Champion NFL, which is we'll get to after. Next, we have Bulwark, which is the mutant version of Bulwark. He has Assault 2, and each of his neighbors gain Assault 2. My opinion, not as good as Bulwark.
I like both bulwarks, both versions of bulwarks in their own respects. I think they're equally as good, but for different reasons. I think bulwark is more usable in more situations, but bulwark, the new one, is very situational.
Yeah, I just think the Assault 2 in most cases is not as good. One of the things I find with playing Bulwark, which is in one of my best decks, and the deck I went 4-0 with at the Voltor, is that he can sit there and protect your weaker creatures, including stuff like mother or daughter in some different cases, and it's just really strong in that.
Yeah.
Whereas giving Assault 2 to something like that doesn't really help daughter. You know what I mean?
I think the big problem with the new bulwark is that it's assault in a very reap/action based set.
Yeah. But we'll see. Maybe it might be good. Who knows? You get 2 of these next to each other, that's Assault 4.
Yeah. Well, you also don't want to put it next to the creatures with destroy effects because you don't want the cards that are getting destroyed to destroy other things. You want them to be destroyed.
Yeah. We'll see how he works out. He could be good. I think he's going to be on that borderline, where some decks he's really good and some decks he's gonna bad.
I think he's gonna power through sealed.
Yeah, I think he'll be good in sealed because he'll be able to take out a lot of creatures.
Yeah.
Next we have Burning Glare, which gives you 1 amber, and it is an action which enhances for 1 damage. Ironically, this one has 1 damage enhanced on it too. Play stun an enemy creature or stun all enemy mutant creatures. I think it's decent.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I wish it had, instead of 1 damage, I wish it had 1 amber. I think it would be better. Because I feel like the damage isn't really that relevant, but who knows?
Not from Sanctum, no.
No, that's what I mean. It's just, I don't know, that's kind of a feel bad like damage enhance, but I think overall the card's decent.
Yeah.
Next we have Champion NFL, who of course he's a reprint from Coda. He's just a 6 power 1 armor taunt. He's just always good.
Yeah.
Yeah, not much to say about him. Now we have Cleansing Wave. Cleansing Wave is back from Coda. Play heal 1 damage from each creature. Gain 1 amber for each creature healed this way. It's always been a decent card. It's much better than the Dis one that you gain 1 damage for each damaged enemy creature, because that card is bad.
Yeah.
I
like it. Misery Exploit, I really like it. But
Misery Exploit is terrible compared to this card.
Comparatively, yeah, but Misery Exploit's 1v game. Misery Exploit is another one of those cards in my day 2 deck.
I wasn't gonna say it, but these guys are gonna be like, how'd this guy make day 2?
In fairness.
Yeah, pretty much. No, this card, it is missing Horseman of Pestilence now. You can't get that sweeping 1 damage and then heal it. There might be another card. I don't know most of these Sanctum cards, so
yeah, we'll figure that out.
Yeah, we'll see. Next we have Commandeer. which is you gain 1 amber. Play for the remainder of the turn. After you play another card, a friendly creature captures 1 amber. It's pretty good.
I like it.
Uh,
It's kind of like a capture version of a full moon.
yeah, yeah.
As long as your opponent has the amber to fulfill.
But the best part is it's any other card, so it doesn't even have to be a creature.
Yeah. And you match it with that card that you just move all your captured amber to the pool. Good game.
Yeah. I think it's decent.
Yeah.
Next we have Demo Knight. It's just it gets the Destroy Steel one. Always the Destroy Steel one is the best one. So you're gonna want that if you get any of these like half creature. I don't even know what to call them. And then we got Fangs of Gizzleheart, which is you gain 1, and then purge the most powerful creature. Real good. So,
yeah. Being able to purge your biggest threat is always a plus.
Nice double creature you have there. It'd be shame if he's just gone forever.
Yeah.
So yeah, this card's gonna be insane. This card's gonna be in a lot of the top Sanctum decks. But yeah, it's just a really, really good card. Next we have Font of the Eye. They love having eye-based cards in Sanctum.
Without putting eyes in the art, but yeah.
Yeah. Omni, if an enemy creature was destroyed this turn, a friendly creature captures 1. It's not as good as Pile of Skulls.
But it's not the worst card.
No, and it's Omni, so you can use it no matter what house.
Yep.
So yeah. It's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. Next we have General I can't even say it. Salvador. There we go. Yeah. So he's a 4/2, which is pretty good. Just human knight, enhanced 2 capture. So he's okay. Not great.
I think he's beefy enough to stick around. With the 2 armor, like at least that lets you get rid of other 4 threats because we've seen a lot of 4s in this set. Gets rid of some 4 threats and it enhances a couple captures, and he can stick around long enough to reap. So I think he's versatile.
Yeah, I think he's decent. I don't know. I'd rather get 2 champion NFLs rather than him, but
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be mad about pulling him. Like, obviously, there's going to be cards that are better or worth more to have in your deck, but I think he'll do some damage.
Speaking of cards, I'd be mad if I pulled. Next, we have Gives a little hearts Zealot, and he just enters play ready and enraged. I'm not really interested in having this guy in my deck, to be honest.
I'll never be interested in having him next.
Yeah. So we got Lieutenant. Why do they have weird names that I can? For some reason, my brain does not want to say any of these names.
Gorvanol.
It's probably because I've been talking so much. After you fight with a creature, she captures 1. So this is a good use for that Zealot, but for the most part, you don't want the Zealot. This is a decent card, though.
Yep.
It's just a free capture. You can reap with her and still capture Amber with her, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Next, we have Seeker of Truth, who has Fight. You may fight with a friendly non-Sanctum creature. Not great. It's just the worst version of Commander Ramil.
I think it stinks that it's a fight ability. That's the part that really stinks about it, because it dies to everything in this set almost.
Yeah, because it's only 4 total power.
And everything's a 4, and those 4s just survive.
Yeah.
I do, however, I don't mind ditching Seeker, if it lets me fight with one of my creatures that has a sick destroy effect, though.
Yeah, I mean, there's good uses for it. If you're going to attack an elusive, it's a decent card. But I just think Commander Ramil being able to reap and use any creature to do anything is just... I would like
miles better.
Yeah. But, I mean, for what it is, like you said, it doesn't survive most of the fights it's going to have in this set.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. Smite is back. Smite has never really been that great of a card. The best part of Smite is the deal 2 damage, and you can use it on a non-Sanctum creature.
I think Smite's seeing a lot more play in this set.
I think it'll be good if it can get, some Amber blips. I think it'd be decent.
I think the meta is going to... I mean, I know I keep bringing it up, but I think the meta is going to be destroy effects.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. We'll see. It looks like Sanctum really wants to fight in this set rather than defend like they did in the older sets.
Yeah, but they still have the armor, so I mean, it's
win-win. Speaking of defending, we have Squire Alice. I don't know which one you would pronounce it as,
I
but
think Alice. I like Alice.
play capture 2, really good.
I don't. I think it's really good, but it's weak. So I think it just keeps them off the Ember for a turn at most.
Yeah, but if you get a couple of these, I mean, it could be decent. I mean, see, this would be a good card if you had regular Bulwark, right? Because you could
Yeah.
put this next to Bulwark. It has 4 armor, good luck, kind of thing.
Yep.
But yeah, a lot of things are 4 in this set, so it can go either way. But I think just capturing 2 and giving them a target to have to fight is just decent.
Yeah.
And this is one of the reasons why I know they want to fight is because Grey Rider is back. Grey Rider is an insane card.
One of the best Sanctum cards ever printed.
If you can get, everybody talks about the Ganger Chieftain combo. You could do the same thing with 2 Grey Riders.
Yep.
So it's just a really really good card.
And I think 2 Grade Riders is more common than Gang or not.
Yeah, because this is a common card, whereas I think Drummernaut is uncommon, but I could be wrong. They could both be commons, but you need 2 of 2 different cards or 1 of 2 different cards. I don't know,
Yeah.
but Grey Rider I think it does the same thing, and it also helps in more situations than Ganger Not and stuff. So
Yeah.
then we got Amberheart, who is an action or an artifact and has action exalt ward and fully heal a friendly creature. So exalting it is not great, but warding and fully healing it is really good.
Yeah.
Um,
That's also, with Sanctum not being part of Worlds Collide, this is the first time we're gonna see exalting or warding come from Sanctum.
yeah, or most of these, yeah, type of things. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it interacts. I think it's just the worst version of Hologramophone that
Yeah.
was in Worlds Collide. But I mean, it's not bad. I would like to get an Amber Pip or something on it because just playing it kind of meh. But
Yeah, I think the problem with it is you're fully healing. So it's Sanctum and it's not Omni, so you can only do it on a Sanctum term. And I could be wrong because we're only at the beginning of Sanctum, but what I'm seeing so far is a lot of Sanctum is like pretty weak. So like you can't heal things that are dead.
yeah, and they want to fight, and you don't want to exalt a creature that wants to fight either.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a creature that wants to fight is the next one, Angry Mob, who is actually pretty good, and it's obvious you're going to get multiple of these in a deck because it says before a fight, you may discard cards from the top of your deck until you either discard an Angry Mob or run out of cards. If you discard Angry Mob this way, put it into your hand. I think this card's really good.
I think it's really good, but I think it's not a special rare or anything, or a special card, so I think it's gonna feel real bad if you don't pull more than one.
Yeah, we'll see how that works. You're right; it's not a special rare. But the thing is Moorwolf is just a regular rare, but you get multiples. So I don't know if
Yeah.
this is going to be similar to that or not, and just uncommon rather than
And
a
I guess
rare.
that's true too, because then we have like the Niffle Queen, which automatically comes with apes or
Yeah,
stuff
and
like
none of them are special rares. So
that.
yeah, we'll have to see how it comes. I'm guessing you get at least 2.
Yeah.
Um, but who knows? I guess the guy who pulled this deck and took a picture on his jeans or whatever this is. Um, Next, we have Baldric the Bold. So he's a 4/2. Before fight, if the creature Baldric the Bold fights is the most powerful enemy creature, gain 2 amber. It's good if your opponent doesn't have many creatures, but it's bad if they have a real strong creature.
Yeah. I mean, at least it still triggers because it's before fight.
Yeah,
It's just really if you want to, if it's worth sacking your dude. That's
this
really it.
this is a case where either Bulwark is good for him because he can do
Yep.
6 damage, or if he had 2 more armor, he would be insane as well.
Yeah. 8 takes a lot to kill.
Yeah. Next, we have Barrister Joya, who I love this card, and I think it's a really good reprint. Enemy creatures cannot reap.
Yep.
It's a big target when it hits the board. Your opponent's like, I got to get rid of that now.
I also think it's severely underrated.
I agree.
Because I've lost to Barrister Joyer, and then when I go and complain about my matches, like people are like, "Wait, people play that card?" Like, yeah, it's fantastic. Like, you keep me off of things.
I think the problem is it was an AOA, so that's
Yeah.
why Most of the decks it came in were bad. I mean, AOA had that problem where you would get 3 Knights and Epic Quest. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, they were played too much.
Uh,
Next, we have Baranon, who is a Spirit Knight. After a mutant creature enters play, you enrage him.
sorry, bye.
That part's not great, but he has Reap Capture too, so that's pretty
So
good.
I hope you don't go against any mutants though.
Hopefully, they don't have logos, right? This card will be real bad in Sealed, but I think it'll be really good in Archon.
Maybe. I think some of the best cards are mutants, so I think you're running into mutants in every deck. It's Mass Mutation, man. Like,
Yeah, that's why I mean it's bad in Sealed.
you play your opponent plays one mutant card and there goes your capture, then I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't like it.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I think that's one of those cards that's on the line as well.
Yeah.
We have Bring Low, which gives you 1 amber and has enhanced capture, so that's not bad. Play capture all but 5 of your opponent's amber, distribute it among any number of friendly creatures.
That's
This
gross.
this card's real good.
Being able to distribute that amber is insane.
Yeah, that's the main part of the card, right? It allows it to be spread out amongst 5 of your creatures, so 1 each, rather than just being dumped on 1 creature.
Yeah, and I'd pay for that mat too.
Yeah, that's a decent picture. It looks like Karn, right? It looks like
Yeah,
some
it
knights
does look
fighting
like
Karn.
Karn.
But no, I think it's a decent card, and you can enhance another creature for capture, so theoretically you can hit 6 off of this
Yeah.
one card. Yeah, it's good. Next, we have a reprint of Equalize. It seems like they reprinted a lot of AOA cards in the set for Sanctum. So you capture 1 and then play, redistribute the amber on friendly creatures among friendly creatures, then redistribute the amber on enemy creatures among enemy creatures. I think,
So we have fighting Sanctum boys who want to play the cup game.
yeah,
You just want to keep moving amber, keep changing targets. And it sounds dumb, but I actually kind of like that game plan because when you if you redistribute with Bring Low, and then your opponent's thinking, well, next turn now I have to do this, and then you play something like Equalize, and you're like, oh, okay, never mind. Like now I don't have an answer.
well, another good use for this is if your opponent's on that Shrix plan and they're building up their
Yep.
Shrix, and now you put it all on their, 3 power guy, and you can kill their 3 power guy. This, that now you gain 6 amber or whatever. It's really good. Or you put it on all on their Ludo. You know what I mean? Oh,
Yeah.
good. Now Ludo, I can kill Ludo and gain all the amber, no problem with the destroyed effect. So I
Yeah.
think it works both offensively and defensively, which makes this card really good.
Yeah, I mean it's all in the title of the name, Equalize, man.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. Yeah, you're right. And next is one of the best Mavericks that you can get in the whole entire game. We got Free Markets. Gain 1 amber to a maximum of 6 for each house represented among cards in play, except Sanctum. It's just a really good card. It's often going to be about 3 or 4 amber off of this one card, so it's just good.
Yeah. 10
And,
out of 10.
yeah, and if it gets a blip, it's just going to be better.
Yep.
Gil's Heart Standard. So this is another artifact. You gain 1 for playing it. Each friendly creature with amber on it gets +1 armor. And when you play it, you exalt a friendly creature. This card is good.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I
Um,
think this beefs up a lot of those Sanctum boys that I was just talking about that they were weak.
yeah. I mean, only +1 armor is not the best, but I mean, it might be that 1 armor that you need to survive, so.
Yeah, but what does Sanctum usually do best? I mean, in this game, that seems to be fighting so far, but typically Sanctum,
Let's sit back.
they capture.
Yeah.
They capture. That's what Sanctum's job is. They sit, they capture, they protect. And the armor that you get based on all of that amber that you should be capturing is just nuts.
yeah, and it's going to be an indirect buff to Saurians as well.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure how much capture they have in this set. I've not looked at many of the Saurians, so. Next, we have a reprint of Gorm of Orm. Just a really good card. Glad this is back. I really like this card.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
just a free destroying artifact second turn after you play it, no matter what house you pick. So And now that I can get some amber gain or something on it, it's just gonna be that much better.
I was playing a dude once, and he had Gorm of Orm, and he decided to sack it, and the only artifact on board was my Orb of Invidious, and I was like,
Okay.
all right, you have to now. You sacked it.
Next we have Potion and Invulnerability. Again, it's a similar thing. It's a reprint. It just makes all your boys invulnerable, which I feel like is good for this set now.
I don't think it's only good. I think it's needed. I think it's necessary.
Yeah, because they have so many attack effects. This card's going to make a lot of those really good.
Yeah.
I think the difference between a really good Sanctum is going to be this card, and like a bad Sanctum is going to be this card.
Totally agree.
Next we have Purify, who has like the most text of any card in the game. All right, play Purge a mutant creature. If you do, discard cards from the top of its controller's deck until you discard non-mutant creature or run out of cards. If you discard non-mutant creature this way, put that card into play under its owner's control. This card's good, and I see it in two ways. Most of the time, you're going to use it on yourself.
Yeah.
You know, use it on one of your bad mutant creatures that you have to just get rid of it and get out one of your good Sanctum creatures.
Yeah.
But it's also removal for a really good mutant creature that your opponent might have. So it has
get rid of threats.
Yeah. So I think it's a good card.
Not only does it get rid of threats, but it's for creatures, so like you can also mill them out of their good, actions, artifacts.
Yeah, that's true.
Etc.
You know they have something left in their deck, too much to protect or something like that, and you're able to dig through or something.
Yeah.
Could be good. Next we have Radiant Truth, which is another reprint. It's a really good card. You gain one, stun each enemy creature not on a flank. It's just a really good card.
Getting the free Amber off of a stun is just like, it's just a smack in the face.
Yeah, and this can hit anywhere between 1 creatures and 10. So it's really good. Stunning can be brutal.
Yeah.
And I think this is the second mutant creature that we've seen besides Bulwark, and we have Scrivener Favian, I would say. Yep. And it has enhanced capture too, so that's pretty good. Whenever you resolve a capture bonus icon, you may choose to steal one instead.
That's gross.
Yeah, that's really good.
Better put that next to a taunt boy or something, or give it like elusive, because that's a good card to keep around.
Yeah, it's gonna feel really bad if you get a deck with this as your only enhance, your only capture bonus icons, but for the most part, this is a pretty decent card.
Yeah.
Next, we have another reprint of Shoulder. The next, 5 cards are reprints. We got Shoulder Armor. Shoulder Armor is decent. Creature on a flank gets +2 armor and +2 power. I like Shoulder Armor.
I like it a lot, too.
Then we got Spirit's Way, which is one of my favorite destroy cards. Is destroy each creature with power 3 or higher. I love this card.
I like it because every card in this set 4 or higher, so...
That's true. This is going to be a sealed bomb right here.
Yep, 100%.
Oh, you got all those creatures? Yeah, but... then to go on top of that, we have Armageddon Cloak, so now you can save one of your creatures, gains hazards too, and when it's destroyed, you just re-heal it, and it's fine.
Yep.
Now we have Book of Malefaction, which is you gain 1 for playing it. After an amber is stolen, put a warrant counter on this card for each amber stolen. Omni, remove a warrant counter from this card. If you do, purge a creature. Well, that card is nuts.
Read that a second time.
So if 3 amber is stolen from you, you put 3 counters on this, and it has Omni. You remove 1 counter, 1 single counter, to purge any creature. This card is a bomb.
This card is a top table play.
Yeah, if Sanctum is good enough to make top tables, this is going to be one of the cards that's in it.
I mean, if Sanctum, if there's a Sanctum, house somewhere in top 10, this card's not in it.
Yeah, this card's good. 10 out of 10 card.
Goodbye to your big giant boys, your double cards. Like, bye.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is. It has no specifications. Just you do purge a creature. Omni. Yeah. It doesn't need to be Omni. I feel like giving it Omni was too much.
Bro, and whoever pulled this one has the bonus of the damage too.
What's that?
No, the Book of Malefaction. Whoever pulled it has
Oh
the
yeah,
has
yeah,
the tip on it.
yeah. So it just does multiple things. All right. So now we have call to action. Play. Ready each friendly knight creature. And from what I've seen, pretty much all of them have been knights.
Yeah, I think so.
So really good card. It's just free.
Except for Mutant Girl.
Yeah. I think the Bulwark is mutant. Let me check. I think he's mutant and knight. Yeah, he's a mutant knight. So I think it's just free.
Yeah.
Reap with 3. I'll play this. I'll reap for 3. Like, it's just good. Then we got a reprint of Eye of Judgment. Action, purge a creature from a discard pile. It's a good card.
Yeah.
It's a pretty rare card. I have like 1 or 2 decks with it, so it's not that fun.
Where's Sanctum coming up with all this purge? Are they coming back for a vengeance? Like they working on some stuff.
Yeah, man, they're against that Dark Amber. So I guess that's the story.
Yeah.
Then we got Gil's Heart's Wrath, and it gives you 1, but destroy each mutant creature. Could be really good.
I don't see a scenario where it'd necessarily be bad because at either way you're getting the free amber.
Yeah, and possibly destroying 1 or 2 of your opponent's creatures if it's in
Yeah.
sealed, especially.
Yeah.
We got another reprint. There's a lot of reprint from Sanctum. We have Honorable Claim. Each friendly knight captures 1 amber. This has always been a good card, and it's going to continue to be a good card.
Yeah.
So 10 out of 10 on that boy. All right, we have Lord Golgotha. Lord Golgotha. I love this card too. Before a fight, deal 3 damage to each neighbor of creatures that the creature he fights. This is in my 4-0 Voltor deck as well. It's just really good.
Yeah, it's definitely a good card. The 3 damage kills most cards in past sets. It's not going to do much killing in this set, but being able to have 3 ticks on multiple creatures is it's just naughty.
Yeah, I think he's going to be better in Archon than he will be in Sealed, but I think even in Sealed he's going to be decent.
I think the opposite. I think he's going to be better in sealed, but he's also a bomb in Archon.
Yeah. All right, next we've been talking about all his cards, Gil's Heart, so now we got Mad Prophet Gil's Heart. He's a 4/3, so that's a really good stat line already.
Yeah.
He's the leader. While he's in the center, you use an action to fully heal each non-mutant creature and gain 1 for each creature healed this way. Not the best.
Yeah, no. There's not a lot of I mean, well, there's a decent amount of damage ping, especially with the enhancements.
I
So
agree.
I'm not gonna cross that one out yet. I think that has potential.
I agree with that, but I think one of the disadvantages is he's not a knight, and I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it could have did something more than what it does.
I'm happy they didn't just give us another knight.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. We'll see how he pans out. I don't think he's as good as most of the other leaders, but who knows?
But then again, it's Sanctum, so it's just not as good as others. So,
Well, this next card is really good. Mantle of Zealot just makes 1 creature belong to all houses, pretty much. Whatever your active house is, they belong to that house.
yeah, it's a great reprint.
Yeah. Especially now that the Logos one is in there as well, the one that makes them draw, you can pretty much make 2 of your other house creatures into Logos, and it's really good.
Yeah.
Master of the Gray. This card is insane. Your opponent cannot resolve bonus icons on their play.
This card is a direct counter to the set.
Yeah. What's that? Fertility chant? Yeah, I'll gain 2, thanks. This card is really good against a lot of things. It's really good against Coda. It's really good against rush decks, because rush decks usually don't have a way to deal with creatures. So if you could just drop this turn 1, you're probably going to win that matchup.
Yep.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those cards that's going to be at the top table as well, along with that book up there.
Yeah, she doesn't come with the knight, but she makes up for it.
Yeah, I don't think she needs the knight. I think her not having the knight is probably better for her.
Maybe.
Because she has monk, which I don't know if any other have monk, but next we have we have a couple of other reprints. We have like 6 reprints for our next cards. Like, not even joking. We have Mighty Lance, deal 3 damage to a creature, and then 3 splash, 3 to one of the other neighbor creatures. I think it's a decent card.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
it does. I think it's another reason. It's just another card that helps Mad Prophet. Nah, Gizzleheart.
yeah, yeah. If you want to hit yourself to do that, but I just think it's good to remove just small targets or damage small targets. It's okay card. With
Yeah, I think the majority of the time it's gonna be a dead card in your deck unless you have Gizzleheart because you're gonna want to hit yourself. I feel like only because most of the cards in the set, like we've addressed, are at 4 or higher.
we'll see
So like you're not doing kills.
the thing is, I think this is going to be one of those targets that's really good with the damage blip.
Yeah, absolutely. If it gets it.
Yeah. Next we have Opal Knight, just which is weird because we don't have both of the knights in this set. We don't have the Onyx Knight, but we have play destroy each creature with even power. I mean, he's obviously good.
Yeah, whenever creature's a 4. Yeah.
Yeah, he's I think the rarest card in AOA, but I could be wrong. But I think he is.
If not, he's at least one of the.
Yeah, I don't even have a deck with Opal Knight. I think Vin has one.
I opened a couple of them.
Yeah, I have none. Next we have Orb of Wonder, which of course was a anomaly in the last set, but now we know it's part of Sanctum. It has Omni Sacrifice Orb of Wonder. If you do, search your deck for a card and add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck. I mean, it's terrible. It's a terrible card.
Yeah, I've already scrolled past it.
Yeah. This card with some blips on it is just going to be one of the best cards in the game.
Yeah.
It's like Nephilim Sea, but better. Then we have Seraphic Armor, which is you gain 1, but you play it, they gain 1 armor and fully heal this creature. It's meh. It's not great.
I mean, it's like I
Yeah.
just have no feelings towards this card. I mean, it might see. I mean, obviously it will because you have to pull the deck, but like, its usage is gonna be in sealed.
I think it'd be good if you throw it on Master of the Gray, something like that, but for
Yeah,
the most
maybe.
part, I think it's meh. This next card's not meh, though. It's the Vault Keeper, which your Amber cannot be stolen. I love this card.
Yeah, I'd like to see it with a little more armor, but then again, that might make it broken. So
Yeah, I mean, the decks I have with it, it's always decent, and it's always a target for your opponent.
yeah,
It's just good.
it's good against people who run shadows because their job is to steal your amber, and if they can't steal your amber, then they can't play their deck.
Yeah, and I think it's better in Archon than it. Well, we don't know what's in Shadows, but I think it's better in Archon than it will be in Sealed.
Yeah.
Next we have Vemos Lightbringer, which is just play destroy each elusive creature. It's always a good creature. It's a big 6 boy, and it's just decent.
Yeah, even without the effect, it's good.
Yeah. And now we just have all of the these warrior boys and all of them that do different things.
I'm glad that they did this in each house.
Yeah, because it looked like it was only going to be logos at first, but then now we know it's every house.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. It just gives a little bit more reach to your decks. Gives them maybe something they wouldn't have had. Like the 5/2 with Skirmish is okay.
Mm-hmm.
The Dino one is decent for the Sanctum ones because they do have armor.
They say the perfect crossover event doesn't exist.
All right. Well, we're done. We're done with Sanctum now. So Sanctum is done. Now we're going to go into Saurian. This is the one I'm most scared of because Saurian.
You mean the most broken house in the game?
Yeah, Saurian is probably the best house in the game. Definitely the best house of Worlds Collide. It's just a lot of fun to play, and when you get going playing a Saurian deck, it just feels real good. But you feel real bad for your opponent. So, yeah. So first of all, Axiom of Gris is back. Fantastic card.
Yeah.
You just ward one of your creatures that has captured Amber on it, and then you just destroy all your opponent's creatures. Really good. This is a weird card. I don't know how I feel about this card. You gain 1 Amber for playing it. Play. Deal 23 damage to a creature in the center of its controller's battle line.
I think it's gonna be a really fun card to play, but I don't think it's gonna be the best. I just don't think it's gonna be utilized to its, obviously maximum potential. Because the only cards you're hitting are double cards, and that's if they keep them in the center of the battle line. It's gonna be wasted damage for the most part.
Well, here's the thing, right? If they don't have one in the center and you do, you have to hit your own creature.
So if,
So
yeah, if they well, I mean, unless neither of you have creatures in the
yeah,
center.
then you just gain one amber. But if you have 3 creatures and you have this card sitting in your hand and you don't have any other creatures to play, and then yeah,
Then I would just wouldn't play it. It's not
just
worth the
discard
amber.
it. Yeah, that's the problem I have with the card though. It's like I don't know. It's cool to see 23 damage on it though.
It's gonna be sick when you pull it off, but it's not gonna be pulled off every game. So don't. I wouldn't be too excited.
No, it's a good card to archive though for sure.
It's a good card to collect too. That's really it's.
Yeah, I
mean,
like
it's
the
only
art.
common, but yeah.
Okay, then we got a reprint of Chant of Hubris. Chant of Hubris is a decent card. Move an amber from a creature to another creature. It's not bad.
It's not bad at all. Especially I don't. I when looking over the cards, I did not get this far, so I don't know if they reprinted Strix, but it's very good with Strix.
Well, our next one might tell us that we have Citizen Strix, which is the mutant version of Strix. Play or reap Exalt Senator Strix to steal one. This card's good.
Exalt Steel, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah.
it. I'm not losing I'm only gaining amber. You're only losing amber. Even if you kill this guy, you're even amber.
Yeah.
So I only gain amber from playing this card. So this card is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, nothing bad about that guy. Give me a deck of Citizen Strixes.
Give me 4.
Yeah, give me 12. All right. Then we have Consul Primus, and he has enhanced capture 1, so that's decent. And then he says reap, move 1 amber from a creature to another creature. So he does what Chant of Hubris does on a reap. So it's not bad.
And yeah, it doesn't say friendly either, so you can move like one of your captures to your opponent's side and then go in for the kill.
Yep. That's why I think he's pretty good. You can clear up your Strix. So that way they just have lost amber. Lost 2 amber essentially, because you're going to gain an additional 1.
I think he's gonna be really, really utilized.
Yeah, I think he's going to be underrated at first, and then people are going to be like, oh, wait, this card's pretty good.
Yep.
Then we have Cornison. I don't know how to say that. Octavia.
Octavia.
Action. Capture 2. That's good.
Simple, sweet, to the point.
I don't see how it would be bad. Especially if you can move a lot of amber like it looks like you already can. Alright, and then we got Curse of Vanity, which is an action. Play. Exalt a friendly creature and an enemy creature. You gain 1 for playing it, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
No? Especially if you have a Chant of Hubris or the Primus on the field, then you can just exalt your opponent for 2 pretty much.
Yeah, like you mentioned, there's a lot of movement with Amber, so that's 3 Amber.
Yeah, I think it's good. The next card is just one of those split cards. This one is with Destroy Steal 1, so it's this. Then we have Defense Initiative. Okay, you ready for this one? Ward a creature. You may exalt that creature. If you exalt it, ward its neighbors.
Jesus.
Card's good, huh?
You get 3 wards.
If you can get some bonus pips on this too, woo!
3 wards, my dude.
Yeah, this card is gonna be really good.
It's gonna feel real bad though if you have 3 creatures, your opponent has none, and then you have to ward all 3, but it has the damage pip that you would have to deal.
Well, you do the damage pip before you do the warding and stuff, so it's fine.
Oh, perfect.
You just hit one of your armor guys or whatever.
Oh yeah, because bonuses happen first.
Yeah.
Bro, this quarantine's got this going crazy.
Alright, we got Foss the Great. He's obviously an artist there. He has 4 power. Your opponent's keys cost +1 for each friendly creature with amber on it. Play, you may exalt the friendly creature.
Gross.
He's really good. He goes really good with Sanctum. So if you can get a nice Sanctum lineup with him, I think you're doing all right.
He was good with his own house.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's really good. he just makes your opponent have to overreach, and that's always good for when you're playing.
Yeah.
This next guy, he's just 12 power, but only deals 4 damage when fighting. He's pretty much a vanilla. I would name him a vanilla.
Yeah, but I think that's perfectly fine though, because half the cards in the set are 4 or less. So
Well, yeah,
no, at 4.
you'll see a card that's coming up, and you'll think he's bad. So now we have these monument cards. They're all artifacts, and they're based on different creatures, and I really like them. So this one is Ludo. Action, move 1 amber from a creature to the common pool. If Ludo is in your discard pile, move 2 amber instead.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. And of course, Ludo is in the set. Ludo is really good.
Yeah, it's right next to him.
Yeah, so you could have your Citizen Shriek stealing and exalting, and then you could just put that amber in the pool, and you're gaining 3 for 2 reaps. You're gaining 4 total amber. No, 4, 6. You gain 6 amber for reaping twice with Shrieks with this card.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, that's something else right there. I like it. Yeah, Ludo, and then we have Sagittarius Gaze, which is you gain 1, and then enhances for 1 damage. Play exalt a damaged creature. So you can damage one of your opponent's creatures or one of your own and exalt them, depending on what you need. So I think it's pretty decent.
Well, you can still do the damage to the other creature, and as long as you have a damaged creature already, you don't have to. It doesn't have to be the same creature. So
yeah, no, that's true. Either way, I think it's pretty decent because you can just exalt one of your opponent's creatures if you're going to kill them or whatever it might be.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Make your opponent's
keys
obviously
cost. Want to exalt them because then that's just free amber.
Yeah, unless you can do something like with the Monument to Ludo or something.
Yeah,
there's going to be some crazy plays you can do with this card, I think.
Yeah.
Next is Spoils of Battle. You gain 1 amber for playing it. A friendly creature captures 1 amber. Each creature with amber on it captures 1 amber from its opponent. So
hold up. Hold up.
Yeah. It does what you think it does. So each player captures, if they have captured amber on their creatures, each player captures from their opponent.
Yeah, I get it. I just need to make sure that all right.
Yeah, so you automatically get to capture 1, gain 1 amber, and then potentially capture. Well, you're capturing 2, right? Minimum.
Yeah.
And then, if you have more creatures, then you're capturing 4, 5, 6. You're adding a bunch of amber back to your pool. You're moving the amber back to your opponent's side. It's a combo. It looks like Saurian is going combo based in this set.
Well, it looks like you're gonna have so much captured amber, so you drop this bomb, and all your whole battle line's capturing amber.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and they're left with pretty much no amber. And then you have two Ludos sitting there, like, go ahead, board wipe. Or else you could play this other card, Ancient Power, and then ward all those creatures. And then you got Thero Centurion, which is another reprint. These two are reprints. Of course, he's good. He's a 6/1 that just plays or fight, and you capture 1. He's really good. And then Ancient Power just ward all your friendly creatures with amber on it, which it looks like you're going to have a lot of those.
Yep.
So that Ancient Power is going to be even better now. Especially if you have a Sanctum and Saurian deck, it's going to be really, really good card.
Ancient Power is never bad, but now it's an attack.
I think the problem is it always came with 1 amber. I think that just puts it over the edge where it's like, this card's way too good.
Yeah.
Next we have Blast from the Past, question mark. I don't know if that's actually part of it or they just don't know if that's the name. Play Exalt a friendly creature, archive a Centurion creature, a Saurian creature. I don't know why it says Centurion. A Saurian creature from your discard pile. Deal damage to an enemy creature equal to the power of the archive creature. There's no downside to this card. It's just a bunch of good things that happen.
I think the question marks are part of the name because it's a dinosaur, which is the past, but it looks like it's like a futuristic dinosaur. So like,
that's
from the past.
That's possible. Does any of the because none of the other Chinese cards it looks like don't have question marks. So yeah,
there's literally no downside to the card though.
No, there's no downside. You get to archive one of your good guys that died, whether it be Ludo or whatever. Then deal damage to one of their creatures, and exalt a friendly creature. So you're just winning in every aspect.
Yeah.
Here's a reprint that I wish was not reprinted. City State Interest. Each friendly creature captures one.
Why don't you want that reprinted?
Oh, I'll play City. Oh, I have 20 Amber. Okay, I'll play City State Interest. All right, I'll play Spoils of Battle. All right, how much Amber you got? 0. Oh, okay. I'll play Ludo. I'll play Ancient Power. Go.
Bro, you pull a deck. You pull Saurians, discs, logos.
You're doing pretty good.
You're doing pretty good.
So far, no matter what house you pick in, it seems like you're doing pretty good.
I don't think Sanctum. I don't like the Sanctum.
I think the Sanctum plus the Saurian is going to be pretty good, but we could talk about that in the final video anyway.
Yeah.
So we have Korea Saurius, which is it's an artifact. Each creature with Amber on it gains destroyed. Move 1 Amber from this creature to the most powerful enemy creature. Good card.
That's really good. Yeah, board wipe.
Yeah. I'm not sure how the interaction between this card and Ludo works on your opponent's turn, because your opponent gets to pick the order, so I think all your Amber would move to the common supply, and then it would try to check to see if it can move the Amber.
Yeah.
But I still think it's great, because it just sits there. You don't actually have to do anything with it, so it's just good.
Yeah, and it's like, say you have another good artifact out, it's a good like bluff artifact to have out, so like if they have like a destroy.
Yeah, make them target that instead.
Yeah.
Then we have Dark Centurion. Now I'm using it in the right context. It has enhanced capture too, which is good. Especially with 5 power, so he's doing pretty good. Action, move 1 Amber from a creature to the common supply. If you do, ward that creature. That's real good.
That's gross.
How often you're going to use it depends on what your board state looks like, because sometimes it might be just better to reap. But I mean, it's really good.
Yeah, but it also, yeah, well, yeah, yeah, it's very situational.
Yeah, it all depends. Like if it's Strix, if you're doing it on Strix, it's really good. But if you're going to use it on something like Theo Centurion, it's probably not the best choice to use it on. You might as well just reap or something. But yeah, it has its uses for sure.
Yeah.
Then we have Dreadbone Decimus.
Decimus.
He's a 5 assassin.
He's
an assassin.
Is that our first assassin dino?
I think it might be one of the first assassins. I think there's only a couple, because most are thieves. Yeah, player fight. You may exalt him. If you do, destroy a creature with lower power than him. He's real good. Destroying
things without taking damage. Perfect job for an assassin.
Well, he might have to take damage because it is fight. But if you can give him skirmish, if there's a way to give him skirmish, I think that'd be really good.
Yeah, but you get the playability too, is really more so.
Yeah, he comes out to kill a creature.
Yeah.
Next, we have a reprint of Exile, which I think is actually better in this set than it was in the last. Because there's a lot more capture, it seems. A lot more exalting.
Yeah.
I think it's really good. That guy who's 2/2 over in Sanctum, give him that guy.
Yeah.
There you go. I'll kill him. I gain 2.
I agree that it's better in this set, but I'm still not into it.
Yeah. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. I think it's decent. All right, now we have Gladiodontus, who is a 15 power. This is why I said it makes the other guy look like trash, right? Because he's 15 power. He enters play stun, but he does 5 damage when fighting. And he has fight and reap. If this is the first time he has been used this turn, ready and enrage him. So
sick.
Yeah, so you reap with him the first time, obviously. And then the second time you kill something, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, or you could just kill 2 things if you don't.
Yeah, you can attack something twice because he has 15, so he's probably not going to die. Even if something's 10, he's not going to die from it. The first attack.
You have Lollip on board? That don't mean nothing.
Well, yeah, Lollip can't even fight back, so it's fine.
Exactly.
And this guy's next to Bulwark, so he has Assault 2. He does...
With pips on him?
Yeah. He has 5 pips for Amber gain. Yeah, I think he's good. I think he's pretty good.
Yeah, I like them.
Then we have Hedonistic Intent. You gain 1. Play, exalt each flanked creature. That includes your opponent, so I think it's decent.
Not bad. Yeah.
I don't think it's the best card, but if you get it, you're not going to be like, ugh. I think it's okay.
No, I like it. I'm definitely interested in it. But I think it's gonna see more play than we think it's going to.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's decent.
Yeah.
Speaking of decent, this card, you gain 1 for playing it. Exhaust a creature. If you do, move 3 amber from it to the common supply. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say.
And if it gets capture blips like this one does, that's just the free amber that you get to move to the common supply. So yeah, I think it's decent.
Yeah.
And then we have library back, so you can move another one to your pool. So that's always good too. I like library. It's in one of my best decks.
I don't know if I've pulled one yet.
You probably do. It's one of those uncommons that seems common.
Yeah.
But it's used to be really good with the spiral, so you can exalt your guy, ready him, use him, and then you move it to the pool.
Yeah.
Next we have an unexpectedly amazing card. We have Saurian Egg, he's a creature that gives you an amber. He has 5 armor. He cannot fight or reap, but he has Omni ability. Discard top 2 cards of your deck. If you discard any Saurian cards this way, put them into play, ready, and give them 3+1/+1 counters and destroy this card.
First of all, excuse me.
It's once again, it's an Omni ability.
That's gross. Also, are we low key competing for the cutest Keyforge card over Fuzzy Gurren?
Well, have you seen the new Fuzzy Gurren? Because if you haven't, you better hold your judgments.
Well, first of all, I don't think anything can be as cute as this dino and an egg. So.
Well, there you go. See, now you got a new card to look for. But this guy is gross.
He's top table. He's top table play.
Yeah. Extremely good in sealed, extremely good in Archon. If you have a deck with tons of creatures, he's extremely good.
There's not a scenario that I wouldn't want to see him.
Unless you have like 3 Saurian creatures and he's one of them, that's the only time it's bad. Or your other Saurian creatures are also Saurian eggs. But I mean, he gives you 1 for coming out, so he's already decent.
Yeah, creatures that come out with Amber bonus are always good.
Yeah,
like that's a great. I wouldn't mind playing that turn 1.
Yeah. So yeah, decent card. All right, we got Senator Quinita.
So we want to talk about this guy thing.
Yeah, this guy's really good. 5 power dinosaur. After a creature reaps, exalt it. Doesn't matter whose creature it is. Doesn't matter what creature it is. It's getting exalted.
This is gonna be some big Amber games. But also paired with that, your opponent can't reap.
Yeah. That's and ward each friendly creature with Amber on it.
Yeah, game.
I mean, he's gonna do some decent things. I think this guy's gonna be extremely good.
Yeah.
Then we have Siren Horn, which gives you 1 for coming out. It is an upgrade. We haven't seen many upgrades in this set. This creature gains before fight. Move 1 amber from this creature to the creature it fights.
Ooh,
Card's good.
I like that. I like that a lot.
This creature's really good, especially some of the fight abilities. I think the one disadvantage is you're going to have to find something to give elusive to, not elusive, skirmish to these creatures to make them even better. You know what I mean?
I mean, no, I don't, because this Saurians is the first set. Like scrolling through it right now, like from I'm not scrolling forward, but scrolling back, they're all 5s.
Yeah, a lot of them are.
Or higher. We have 6s. We have 15. Like there aren't many 4s, and so far in every other house we've seen 4 and less.
Yeah.
So I think you move that amber to them, you get that kill, you get that amber.
Yeah, I mean it's decent. It's good attacking of elusives as well.
Yeah.
Whoever has this is going to be really good next to Bulwark as well.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of uses for this card.
Yeah, 100%.
Another reprint that I really like, Stomp, is just really good. Deal 5 damage to a creature. If it destroys a creature, you exalt a friendly creature. It's just really good card.
Huh,
Um,
easy.
yeah. And then we have Pterodactyl, who I also really like. I'm glad he's back. He just has Splash 4.
I
um,
hate this card so much.
yeah, I really like him. I have a deck with 2. That's why Matt hates
Oh,
it. But
don't get me wrong. I like the card. I don't like going against the card.
yeah, it's a really frustrating card to face. Then we got Amphora Captura, which enhances for 2 amber, 2 damage, and 2 draws. And when resolving a bonus icon, yeah, it's when you resolve a bonus icon, you may choose to resolve it as a capture icon instead. This card's really good.
Why? Why?
If it was a mandatory had to do it as capture, wouldn't be as good. But since it is optional, this card is insane. Because in most cases, the damage icon would be better served as a capture icon. So you're never going to take away your amber gain or your draw in 99% of the cases, but damage, you could be like, yeah, I'm going to capture instead of damaging for 1.
Bro, that's 1/6 of your deck has enhance.
Yeah. Well, they can go on multiple cards, so you can get all like 5 of these on 1 card.
Yeah, no, I know, but like at like that's what I mean. The possibility of it, like 1/6 of your deck, the possibility of getting multiple is higher.
Yeah, no,
That's
I get
6
that.
icons.
Yeah, no, it's good. Good. We got City Gates next. It's another artifact action. A friendly creature captures 1. If that creature is a dinosaur, it captures 2. Instead, it's a reprint, of course.
I like City Gates a lot.
Yeah, City Gates has always been a good card. It's one of those really rare cards as well.
Yeah.
Then we have Crystal Current. See, I don't think the question marks are supposed to be there on this one. Gain 1 amber for playing it. Play exalt each mutant creature. I don't think there's been many mutant creatures in this set.
Yeah.
So
I don't hate it, but it has to be with another house that has more mutants, because I think we're probably a good amount through Saurian at this point, and there haven't really been any mutants.
see, I think this card works in the opposite way. Is you want to exalt all your opponent's mutants.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think it's a great card. I would be kind of sad if I had it in my deck for the most part.
I don't know if I'd be sad, because exalting your, like, if you're facing your opponent's mutants and you have a way to kill them, which so far it seems like Saurian has that option, then you'll be fine.
My only concern is if your opponent's running a lot of mutants, this card makes Axiom of Grist completely useless.
Yeah, that's fair.
But next we have another reprint, Diplomacy. It has Alpha. I think that's the first Alpha card we've seen. Play until the start of your next turn. Each creature gains before fight. Exalt this creature. I've never liked this card. It's meh.
It's helped me in the past, but it's very situational, and I don't like to see it. I don't like to see it more often than I do.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those cards where it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
We have Forum Giants, which is an artifact. You gain 1 for playing it. At the start of your turn, the player who controls the creature with the highest power gains 1 amber. It's decent.
Yeah, and if you're rocking Dino Boys, then chances are you have the highest creature, unless your opponent's also running Dino Boys.
Yeah, because there's a 15 power guy, a couple of 12 power guys. We're going to see an 11 power reprint coming up in a second. Yeah. Okay, this is a reprint, but I've never seen this card. Play, destroy each creature that does not share a trait with another creature in its controller's battle line. I've never seen this card.
You've used this against me.
I don't remember using this card.
Yeah,
maybe
we even had to look up the rulings on it, because we're like, it was when the set came out.
Yeah, maybe that's why I don't remember, because the deck was booty.
Yeah, I like the card though.
Yeah, I think it's decent. It'll be good if it can get some blips up on the side. But yeah.
Yeah.
We have Grimace Locus Dux, who is obviously an insane card. I'm surprised they reprinted this guy.
Yeah, I've never seen this card.
Vin plays this. This is in Vin's main deck.
I haven't seen it.
I've seen him use it against you. But yeah. he's insane. Yeah, you have to exalt him twice, but for an 11-2 taunt, fine.
Especially with all the amber moving, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. And I know I've said this a bunch of times, but this might actually be the best card in the set. High Priest, huh?
High Priest might be, or Grimlock is.
No, High Priest Tovis.
All right, because I was gonna hard disagree on Grimlock is, but
No,
right.
no. Grimlock is real good next to High Priest Tovis. High Priest Tovis, Reap. You may exalt him. If you do, you resolve your next action this turn, return it to your hand instead of placing it in your discard pile.
Jesus.
Insane. This card is really good with It's Coming, because you get both parts of the creature from this guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he might actually be the best card. It doesn't look like they reprinted the tribute, which is unfortunate, but I understand because it's real strong. But imagine this card with tribute. You capture 8 amber. Yeah, this card's nuts. There's a lot of good actions we've seen. Even gaining 2 amber from playing an action or whatever other bonus icons it has, this guy's just really, really good.
He's gonna be a major target, so be prepared to protect. Be prepared to protect him when you play him.
Yeah, if you have a way to ready him back up too, he's gonna be nuts. If you can get a golden spiral like Legacy, woo! Watch out.
Throw some wards on that bad boy.
Yeah, you could just play the same action card 3 times in one turn, which is nuts. All right, we have Imperial Road Omni, so it's another artifact. Play a Saurian creature. That creature enters play stun, so it's another reprint. This is one I have in one of my decks, but the deck is really bad. It only has like 4 Saurian creatures, so I never gotten to use it.
I'm not the biggest fan of it.
I think it's good because it's better. It's somewhat better than archiving a Saurian creature. It has the same outcome.
I think the best usage for it, in my opinion, is to play a Saurian creature that has either a passive ability or a play ability.
Yeah, of course.
Because other than that, you're taking a turn to. You could just call Saurian another turn, and play it and have it stunned. You know, it's the same thing.
Yeah, I think it's good with the creatures that come in stunned already, and like you said, a creature with a good play ability.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's like one of those cards that's like meh. Legion's March, which you gain 1 amber for playing. Play for the remainder of the turn. After you use a dinosaur creature, deal 1 damage to each non-dinosaur creature. Real good.
It's real good because if you have that full battle line, you know, which you're playing Saurians, you're gonna have at least 19 creatures on field.
Well, let me ponder you on this, right? You reap with your High Priest Tovius, you play this card, then you play this card again, and now every time you use one of your dinosaurs, you're doing 2 damage to each non-dinosaur.
Yeah,
pretty good.
It's insane. It's tiring how insane Saurians is.
Well, let's see what else they have in store. Look at this guy. Nero Taurus, yeah. Nero Taurus. Okay, there we go. So he's 6 power. That's pretty good. Fight. So he has different abilities. Fight. Enemy creatures cannot reap during your opponent's next turn. Or reap. Enemy creatures cannot fight during your opponent's next turn. This guy is nuts.
Cool. That's really. I think this is. Can I say it? Top table play.
Yeah, the thing is, if you can ready him back up and fight and reap, your opponent is pretty much stuck. And if you could do that, yeah, if you could do that every turn, you pretty much won the game. So,
yeah. You get to control your opponent's turns. You get to see what their setup looks like and be like, I don't want to do
that. Yeah, no, he's really good. He's really good. Now we got Optio Gorkis, who is a 3/3 with elusive, a rare elusive by the Saurians here. Each of his neighbors gains destroy. Move each amber from this creature to a neighboring. So his neighbors put the amber on him instead of going to the your opponent. Worse than Ludo.
It says to a neighboring Optio. So if you have another Optio Gorkis on the other side of the battle line, you can choose to put it over there too.
Well, it's his to a neighboring, so it has to be next to them, and he only gives it to his neighbors. So he's just worse than Ludo.
Yeah, you're right.
Ludo's just strictly better than this guy. So it is what it is. I mean, he's not bad, but he's not great. We have
I think the elusive really gives him the push he needs, though.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helps him. We have Patronage next. Play. Move half of the amber from a creature to your pool. Move the remaining amber from that creature to your opponent's pool. So you just split the amber with your opponent. Not terrible.
It's not terrible, but I always feel bad. It's always feel bad moments when you give your opponent amber, even if you're making amber off of it.
Yeah. It's kind of one of those cards where it's like, it can win you the game, but at the same time, it can straight out lose you the game.
You're playing this card when it puts you on key when you have 2 keys.
Yeah. And your opponent has 1 key or whatever.
Yeah.
Next, we have a reprint of Saurian Rex. He's absolutely disgusting. I don't even want to talk about him, so...
or hold up, you could play Patronage if you have you split the amber, you give them the amber, and then you steal it.
Yeah, you can steal it or capture it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Saurian Rex, he just lets you, when he's in the center, if you reap or fight, you just get any Saurian from your deck to your hand. It's gross.
Yeah, he's giving you the thumbs down because he knows that you just lost.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I have won games where I let people get this off like twice, and I still win because at that, like, I'm like, it doesn't matter, I'm still gonna win, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Next is sorry about that. Play destroy a creature. Its controller gains 1 amber. I don't like this card. Once again, you said it feels bad when you give your opponent 1 amber.
Yeah, it's not worth it for just destroying a creature, especially because Sanctum just has so much power in it for no reason. You can just fight it off, bro. You don't need to give them the amber to destroy.
Yeah. You can destroy your own creature, give yourself 1 amber, but the card would
It does combo into cards that have their own destroy effects.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't even give you an amber. I don't know. It's not a great card. It's not a great card. Next we have Seela, who is a 7 power beast, not a dinosaur. Each enemy creature gains rape. Deal 4 damage to this creature. This guy's good.
Yeah. See, that's a card I would say it's worth letting you gain the amber for.
Yeah. But yeah, just having a big creature that if your opponent reaps, they're just gonna start killing themselves. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Here's a card I don't know why they reprinted. Senator Bractus, who just lets you have all your creatures use their amber as if it was in your pool to forge keys, and then when he fights or reaps, you exalt him. So he's disgusting.
I'm gonna make a disclaimer. If you show up to a vault tour and you have Saurians in your house and you don't make day 2, you should find a new game to play.
I heard Pokemon's hiring. So the next card is a reprint, but it's also another card I've never seen in my life. So Salt. You gain 1 for playing its alpha. Play until the start of your next turn. Creatures cannot be used to reap. I don't like this card.
It's good on turns where you're not planning on reaping, but with Saurians, when really is that?
Yeah. Like Shadows just has a better version of this in Inky Gloom.
Yeah.
It's just strictly better.
It's just your opponent can't reap. Like.
Yeah. Turnanate, I do like. You gain 1 amber, destroy 1/3 of all enemy creatures and 1/3 of all friendly creatures. This card can combo off of a lot of things.
Yep.
And the way the math works, if they have 4, you kill 2. So there's a lot of good stuff to this.
Absolutely.
And you could play it without killing any of your creatures if you don't have any. Then we have Cherry. There's a B. There's a Y next to a B next to a D. All right. So we have. Yeah, we have that. So each enemy creature gains before a fight, lose 1 amber. This card is really good too.
Yeah.
Him with the other guy, if you get both of them out, if they reap, they take 4 damage. If they fight, they lose an amber. It's good. It's just good.
Yeah.
Then we have Lycosaurus, who just has skirmish, and now we have the statues. So here's the rest of the statues. So we have Monument of Faust. Action: your opponent's keys cost +1 next turn. So Faust is that guy who says for each captured amber, Your
Yep.
opponent's keys cost +1. Frost is in your discard pile. Their keys cost +2 instead. I mean, it's really good.
Yeah.
Just making your opponent's keys cost +1 is decent.
I must say these monuments look really good.
Yeah, I mean they're all really good.
No, I'm
Um,
saying like the visual
no, I
aspect
know
is
what you mean. I know
really
what you
good.
mean, and I'm saying they're also really good.
Yeah.
So this next one is Monument to Octavia. A friendly creature captures 1 amber. If it's in your discard pile, you capture 2 instead. I mean, it's fantastic.
Hmm.
This next one is to Primus is move 1 amber from friendly creature to another friendly creature. If it is in your discard pile, move 1 amber from a creature to any other creature instead. So this is probably the worst one.
But I still still not bad.
Yeah,
Because if he's in your grave, you're like, oh, I have my amber right here. I'm gonna give it to your creature, and then goodbye.
yeah. I mean that's true.
It might be the worst one. I might agree with that, but it's still not bad.
No, it's not bad. Monument of Strix. Here we go. Move 1 amber from your pool to Monument Strix, and it can be used. This card, the amber on this card count is in your pool. But if Citizen Strix is in your discard pile, move 1 amber from any player's pool to this card.
That's gross.
And when amber is on an artifact and the artifact's destroyed, your opponent doesn't gain that amber. So it's just good moving the amber from your pool to him, or your opponent's pool to him is disgusting.
Yeah.
Um,
It makes up for the fact that I don't think. Yeah, it makes up for the fact that Senator Strix isn't in the set.
yeah, but I think Citizen Strix is better than the other Strix, anyways.
I don't know.
Senator Strix.
I might disagree.
Stealing is just better than putting amber on it,
In most cases, I guess.
because
But
you reap and you steal 1, and you get the reap, so you gain 2 to
yeah,
just exalt it for 1.
sometimes I like giving the opponent the target though, or it's
I,
really fun that you don't have to say check
I
and
mean,
then
yeah,
force.
yeah, I would still target it for sure. But and the last card after we skip over all the sources, we have
Big boy.
Duacilius, 20
Yep.
power.
Eat
Uh,
it.
Play capture all of your opponent's amber and deal 5 damage to an enemy creature. Fight or reap, move 1 amber from him to the common supply, deal 2 damage to each enemy creature.
He doesn't even need to fight.
He's good.
But when he does fight, notice how there's no. This creature only deals 4 when fighting.
The
So when
be-
if he hits you, he's smacking you.
Yeah, I mean he's 20 damage, you ain't living. But I think the best use for this guy is capture all your opponent's amber, give him to your opponent, kill him. That's gonna be the best use for him. I mean, even if he just lands, I mean he's disgusting.
Yeah.
I don't think he's as good as the Logos guy. The Logos guy is much better.
Yeah. So there's a lot of there's a good amount of destroy so far that we've seen. But if your opponent doesn't have destroy in hand or a board wipe or something, it's gonna take at minimum like 3 creatures to deal
Yeah.
with this.
Yeah, it's not going to be a fun time, and all that time he's going to be gaining advantage.
Yeah.
Well, you're losing advantage, so it's yeah, it's going to be one of those cards where it's like if it lands, it's going to be dangerous, but it's you can deal with it.
Although I noticed there's no search cards in Saurian, so it's gonna be a little harder to pull it
Well,
off. But
well, we got the it's coming, right? I
yeah,
don't.
but that's from what we know, that's only in one set. We can't confirm that it's in multiple houses.
Well, it's in Saurian. We know it's in Saurian because when they did the first reveal of that guy, the deck also had it's coming in Saurian. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
know why it's numbered in Logos. That's the part that's confusing, but it is a special rare. So I'm thinking you get this if you have the big boy.
Maybe.
Is what I'm
You have the
thinking.
double cards, yeah, probably.
Um, but who knows? It's hard to tell right now without definitive deck lists. It might just be one of those possible to have cards if you have a big guy.
2 months.
No, it should be coming out in like 3 weeks.
I thought it was June.
Yeah, you know it's May, right?
I know. Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, I thought it was July, not June. Sorry.
No, it's supposed to be coming out in like 3 weeks. It's supposed to have been coming out this weekend.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it came out last weekend in the UK, and we don't have any. And I keep checking Target, so any of you guys who are watching this, stay away from
Where you
Target.
getting your decks?
Yeah, well, I know where they're getting their decks. China and the UK, because they're the only ones that have it. Which is fair because we did get Worlds Collide before they did, but
Yeah, we got that Target came through.
oh my god, bro. I bought so many decks.
We had like the equivalent to like 4 boxes before the set came out.
Yeah, and then the box when the set came out.
Yeah, we each bought 2 boxes when the set came out.
I only bought one. I only bought one box.
Oh, I thought you bought one for you, one for Steph.
No, not this time. But yeah, now it looks like the next one's gonna be a longer video because it's gonna be 3 houses. It doesn't really make sense to just do 2, so we're gonna do the last remaining 3 houses, and then that will be it. And then we'll have the discussion about how competitive play is gonna pan out and stuff like that. Maybe we'll try to bring Vin in on that.
Yeah.
He just doesn't wake up early enough to film anything, so.
Yeah, well, he'll have to, even if he doesn't watch, because the videos won't be up, so he has to like read through the cards to know.
Yeah, but he's a fake friend, so he won't watch anyway. Yeah. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Once again, make sure that you go check the link down below for Matt's Twitch and not subscribe to him, not yet. Subscribe to him when he gets that.
Soon. And if enough people listen, if you guys end up going and following, comment down below that you ended up following the Twitch, and if enough people follow, then I'll start streaming games. I'll start streaming Keyforge.
Yeah, that's one of the plans I have as well, is to have a setup in my kitchen where we can actually stream some games and just have a good time. And like I said, I want to talk to my locals to see if they'll let me do some videos there. I don't think they'll have any problem.
I've literally seen them do card game streaming there before, so they'll be fine.
Yeah. I don't want to stream it. I just want to record it. But yeah, I think it would be perfectly fine. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens in the future. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. This is part 2, so make sure you check out part 1 if you haven't seen part 1 yet. That one went out yesterday, and then we'll have a couple more the next couple of days. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.